Chosen one, listen carefully. This is not an ordinary message. This is a divine appointment. If you are watching this right now, it is no accident. God has led you here, because something powerful is about to happen in your life. You have felt it, haven't you? That stirring inside. That feeling that something is shifting, that something is coming. You may not be able to explain it, but deep in your spirit, you know it's true. God has been watching you. He has seen the battles you've faced, the struggles you've endured, the moments you thought you wouldn't make it. But you did. And now, He is sending you supernatural strength. He is about to release divine power into your life, and when it happens, everything will change. But not everyone is ready to receive this. Some will hear this message and walk away. Others will feel the truth in their spirit and embrace it. Which one will you be? Because this is your moment. This is your confirmation. God is calling you to step into the power that has always been inside of you. Do not ignore this. Do not hesitate, because what's coming next will require you to be stronger than ever before. Something is coming, a power that will shake your spirit, awaken your gifts, and elevate you to a place you never imagined. This is not ordinary strength. This is not something you can gain through effort alone. This is divine power, a force that comes straight from heaven, designed specifically for the chosen ones. You have always known you were different. You have felt it your entire life. You could see things others ignored. You carried burdens others could not understand. You walked through storms that should have destroyed you, yet here you stand. Why? Because you were being prepared. Every hardship, every betrayal, every tear you shed, it was not in vain. It was shaping you, refining you, making you ready for this very moment. And now, God is saying, it is time. The strength you need is coming. The power to walk in your calling, to rise above every obstacle, to defeat every attack of the enemy. It is being poured out upon you. This is not just an emotional shift. This is not just motivation. This is a supernatural transformation that will change everything. But here's the truth. Not everyone will receive it. Some will hear this and doubt. Some will let fear stop them. Some will ignore the signs and miss the very thing they have been praying for. But you, if you are truly chosen, if you are truly ready, will feel something inside of you awaken right now. You will know that this is for you. God does not send His power without purpose. He does not anoint without a reason. He is preparing you for something greater, something beyond what you can imagine. Are you ready? Because what's coming next will require faith like never before. Something is coming, chosen one. You can feel it in your spirit, can't you? That tension in the air, the sense that something big is about to happen. You may not be able to explain it, but deep down, you have felt the shift, the calling, the undeniable pull towards something greater. This is not your imagination. This is not wishful thinking. This is divine preparation. God has been working behind the scenes, aligning everything for this exact moment. He has seen every battle you have fought, every tear you have cried, every silent prayer you have whispered in the dark. And now, He is responding. You are about to receive something beyond human strength. This is not just about physical endurance, mental toughness, or emotional resilience. This is supernatural power, a strength that does not come from this world, a power that will equip you to walk in your true calling, to face any obstacle without fear, to rise above every storm, and to stand unshaken in the presence of adversity. This is not for everyone. Not everyone is ready to receive this. Not everyone will understand what is happening. Some will hear this message and walk away, convincing themselves that it is just another word, just another video, just another moment. But not you. You know there is something different about this. You feel it. You recognize the weight of this moment. That is because you are one of the few who have been chosen. You have always been different. You have felt it since you were a child. While others moved through life without question, you always knew there was something more. You could not settle for mediocrity, for empty pursuits, for a life that did not align with what your soul longed for. But with this difference came battles. Your journey has not been easy. The trials you have faced were not random. The enemy has fought you harder than most because he has always seen who you are destined to become. He has tried to break you, to silence you, to convince you that you are alone. But here you are, still standing. And now, God is about to do something that will change everything. He is releasing His divine power into your life. Not just for survival, not just to help you make it through another day, but to elevate you, empower you, and activate you into the person you were always meant to be. This power will give you strength you never thought possible. It will open doors that no man can shut. It will break chains that have held you back for years. It will make the impossible possible. But here's the truth. This power requires responsibility. God does not give strength for no reason. He does not pour out His Spirit without a purpose. If He is sending this to you, it means that you have a mission. You have a higher calling, a purpose that is greater than yourself. This is your moment of preparation. God is asking, are you ready? Because once this power is released into your life, there is no turning back. You will be called to rise higher, to step into places you never imagined, to walk boldly in the authority He has given you. And make no mistake, the enemy knows this. He has tried to keep you distracted, exhausted, and full of doubt because he is terrified of what will happen when you step into your true power. But he cannot stop what God has already set in motion. The question is not whether God is ready to move. The question is, are you ready to receive it? Because what's coming next will require faith like never before. You were not born to be ordinary. You were not placed on this earth to live a life of mediocrity, struggle, or confusion. From the very beginning, you were marked, set apart, and chosen for something greater. But the journey to greatness is never easy. The world has tried to convince you that you are just like everyone else. It has told you to blend in, to follow the crowd, to silence the fire inside of you. But no matter how much you tried to fit in, something inside of you wouldn't let you. That's because you were never meant to fit in. You were meant to stand out. Look at your life. Think about everything you have endured. The moments of deep pain, the betrayals, the nights you cried out to God, wondering why things were so difficult for you while others seemed to have it easy. It wasn't because you were forgotten. It wasn't because you were being punished. It was because you were being prepared. God was making you stronger. Every battle you fought, every hardship you overcame, it was all shaping you for what is coming next. You see, divine power is not given lightly. It is not handed out to just anyone. It is reserved for those who have been tested, those who have been refined, those who have proven that they will not break under pressure. You have been through the fire, chosen one. But the fire was not meant to destroy you. It was meant to purify you. Because now, God is getting ready to release something supernatural into your life. This power will not only change you, it will change everything around you. Doors that have been shut will suddenly open. People who doubted you will be forced to see the truth. Situations that once seemed impossible will shift in an instant. But here's what you must understand. This power comes with responsibility. God is not giving you strength just so you can feel good. He is not blessing you just so you can sit back and enjoy the rewards. He is calling you to move, to act, to step into your assignment. Think of David. Before he became king, he was tested in the wilderness. Before he ever stepped into his destiny, he had to face the lion, the bear, and Goliath. But each battle was preparing him for what was coming next. Now, your time of preparation is coming to an end. The strength that is coming to you is not just for your survival. It is for your elevation. You are about to step into a new realm of authority, of confidence, of divine favor. But with this elevation comes a test. Will you use this power for His glory, or will you allow fear to hold you back? Many are called, but few are chosen. And the chosen ones are not those who are the strongest in the eyes of the world. They are the ones who are willing to trust God, to obey even when it doesn't make sense, to step forward even when they don't feel ready. Is that you? Because what happens next will separate those who are truly ready from those who are still holding on to fear. This is your moment. God is moving, and you must decide whether you will move with Him. Everything you have prayed for, everything you have waited for, it is about to be placed in your hands. But you cannot receive it if your hands are still holding onto the past. You must be willing to let go. Let go of the doubt. Let go of the fear. Let go of the idea that you are not enough. Because you are enough. God has already decided that you are worthy of this power. The only thing left is for you to decide whether you will step into it. Are you ready? Because what is coming will change everything. The world does not prepare you for this kind of power. It does not teach you how to handle it, how to carry it, or how to walk in it. That is why so many people who are called never fully step into their destiny. They hesitate, they doubt. They wait for confirmation after confirmation, and before they know it, the moment has passed. But you, chosen one, you cannot afford to hesitate, because what is coming next will require boldness like never before. God is sending you divine power, not just for yourself, but for those around you. This power is going to break chains, open doors, and release blessings that have been delayed for years. But you must be ready to receive it. Have you ever wondered why your journey has been so difficult? Why the battles you have fought have been relentless? Why you have faced attack after attack, while others seem to walk through life with ease? It is because of who you are. The enemy has known since the beginning that you were different. He has seen the power inside of you before you even recognized it yourself. And he has done everything in his power to keep you from stepping into it. That is why you have faced rejection. That is why you have felt alone. That is why you have struggled with doubt, questioning if you are really chosen, if God really has a plan for you, if you are really strong enough to carry what He is about to give you. But hear this truth. If you weren't ready, God would not be sending this to you. He does not waste His anointing. He does not give His power to those who will shrink back. And He has already chosen you. That means everything you have been through has been preparation. The pain, the waiting, the moments when you wanted to give up but didn't. Every single struggle has been a training ground for what is coming. Now, the shift is happening. And what you do next will determine everything. God is not asking you to be perfect. He is not asking you to have all the answers. He is asking you to be willing, to trust Him, to step forward, even when you don't see the whole picture. Think of Moses. When God called him, he didn't feel ready. He told God he wasn't good enough, that he wasn't a great speaker, that someone else could do it better. But God didn't choose someone else. He chose Moses. And when Moses finally stepped forward in obedience, he carried the power of God in his hands. That is what is happening to you. God is about to place something powerful in your hands. But power must be handled correctly. You must be ready to walk in humility, to remain strong even when you are misunderstood, to trust that God will guide you every step of the way. Because make no mistake, the enemy is terrified of what is about to happen. He has tried to wear you down. He has tried to keep you in a cycle of discouragement, constantly making you question whether you are really chosen, whether you are really strong enough, whether you are really ready. But the moment you stop believing the lies and start walking in your power, everything changes. You are about to step into a new level of authority. This power will attract favor, but it will also attract attacks. This power will bring miracles, but it will also bring responsibility. This power will open doors, but it will also require great faith. Are you willing to carry it? Because God is not just giving you strength for no reason. He is positioning you. He is equipping you. He is preparing you to step into something far greater than you ever imagined. And when you receive it, when you fully embrace it, nothing will ever be the same again. You are not here by accident. You are here because this is your moment. But you must be ready, because what is coming next will change everything. Something deep inside of you is awakening, isn't it? You feel the shift. You feel the weight of this moment pressing on your spirit. It is as if something inside of you is rising up, ready to break free. That is not your imagination. That is not just emotion. That is the Spirit of God stirring within you, preparing you for what is about to happen. God is calling you to a higher place. The days of walking in uncertainty, of feeling powerless, of questioning your worth, they are over. The days of watching others step into their calling while you wonder when your time will come, they are done, because your time is now. This is the moment where you stop playing small. This is the moment where you stop waiting for permission to be who God created you to be. This is the moment where you step into the power that has been inside of you all along. And when you do, the world will take notice, because the power that God is about to release into your life is not a small thing. It is not something that can be ignored. It is not something that can be hidden. When God's power touches your life, everything changes. Doors that were locked will open. Battles that seemed impossible will be won. Things that you once struggled with will no longer hold you back. The supernatural will become your reality. But with this power comes a test, because power does not come without opposition. Favor does not come without challenges. When God elevates you, the enemy will try to bring you down. Do you remember Joseph? He was given a dream, a vision of the future God had prepared for him. But before he stepped into that promise, he was betrayed. He was thrown into a pit. He was sold into slavery. He was forgotten. Why? Because his destiny was too great for him to walk into it untested. The same is true for you. If your battles have been intense, if the attacks on your life have been relentless, if you have felt like the enemy has been trying to break you down at every turn, it is because your calling is too great for you to walk into it unprepared. The enemy tried to stop you. He threw everything at you. He tried to break your spirit. He tried to make you doubt yourself. But he failed. Because here you are, still standing. And now, the very thing the enemy tried to destroy is about to rise in power. You are about to step into a level of authority that you have never known before. But this is where many people fail. Because when God starts moving, when the power starts flowing, when things begin to shift, fear tries to creep in. The enemy will try to make you doubt yourself again. He will try to convince you that you are not ready, that you are not strong enough, that you don't deserve this. But that is a lie, because if you were not ready, God would not be releasing this to you. You have been chosen, and now you must decide, will you step into it, or will you shrink back? Because what God is about to do in your life is not just for you. It is for every person connected to you. It is for the people you will impact, the lives you will change, the destiny you will fulfill. This is bigger than you. This is bigger than your fears. This is bigger than the doubts that have held you back for so long. You are about to walk in miracles. You are about to carry divine power. You are about to see things happen in your life that you never thought were possible. But you must be ready, because when the power comes, you cannot afford to hesitate. You must step into it fully, because once this shift happens, there will be no going back. Everything is about to change. Are you ready? Because God is moving, and He is calling you forward. There comes a moment in every chosen one's life when they stand on the edge of destiny. A moment where everything they have been through, every battle they have fought, and every tear they have cried all lead to one question. Will you step into the power God is giving you, or will you shrink back in fear? You can feel it, can't you? The weight of this moment. The undeniable pull on your spirit. The realization that this is bigger than you ever imagined. This is no ordinary transition. This is no small shift. This is a supernatural awakening. God is not just giving you strength to survive. He is not just lifting you up so you can feel better about yourself. He is positioning you for something greater. He is calling you into a level of divine power and authority that will change everything. But here is what you must understand. Not everyone will understand what is happening to you. When God's power comes upon you, some people will reject you. Some will doubt you. Some will try to convince you that you are wrong, that you are imagining things, that you should just stay the way you were. But you cannot. Because once God has awakened something inside of you, there is no going back. You will notice that things that once made sense no longer do. You will feel an urgency inside of you that cannot be ignored. You will start to see the world differently, hear God's voice more clearly, and recognize things you once overlooked, because you are no longer the same person you were before. This power is not just an idea. It is real. It is alive. And when it moves through you, everything shifts. The places where you once felt weak, you will now feel strong. The situations that used to shake you, you will now walk through with confidence. The obstacles that once seemed impossible, you will now overcome with ease. Because when God's power is in you, nothing can stop you. But there is something you must be aware of. This power will attract both favor and opposition. When the anointing on your life increases, the battles increase. When your spiritual authority rises, so does the resistance. Look at Jesus. The moment he was baptized, the Spirit of God descended upon him like a dove. It was a moment of power, of affirmation, of divine commissioning. And then what happened? Immediately, he was led into the wilderness to be tested, because divine power must be tested, not to break you, but to prove you, to refine you, to show you who you really are. You must understand this. Power is only given to those who can handle it. God does not pour out His Spirit on those who will waste it. He does not give supernatural authority to those who will misuse it. That is why your process has been so difficult. That is why the attacks on your life have been relentless. That is why the enemy has tried to keep you in confusion, in fear, in delay, because he knew this moment was coming. But no attack, no distraction, no setback could stop what God has already decided. And now, it is happening. You are about to step into a season where you will see things shift at a supernatural speed, where what once took years will happen in moments, where the doors that once stayed closed will suddenly swing open, because you are no longer walking in your own strength. You are walking in divine power, and when God's power is on your life, no force in hell can stand against you. So now, the question remains, will you embrace it? Will you fully step into this power, or will you allow fear to make you hesitate? Because this is your moment. The world will try to distract you. The enemy will try to delay you. But nothing can stop the power of God when it is moving through you. You have been prepared for this. You have been chosen for this. And now, it is time to rise. This is it, chosen one. The moment of hesitation is over. The time of wondering, of waiting, of questioning, is gone. You are standing at the threshold of something far greater than you have ever known. And now, you must decide. Will you step forward into the power that God is releasing over your life? Will you rise up and embrace the strength that has been placed inside of you? Or will you let fear hold you back? Because make no mistake, this power is already yours. It has already been given. It has already been set in motion. But what happens next depends on you. God is not waiting to see if He made the right choice. He already chose you. The question is, will you choose Him? Will you choose to walk in faith when the path is unclear? Will you choose to believe in your calling even when others doubt you? Will you choose to step forward in boldness, knowing that the power inside of you is greater than anything that comes against you? Because the enemy is watching. He sees what is happening. He knows that once you step into this power, his hold on you is broken forever. That is why he has fought you so hard. That is why he has tried to exhaust you, distract you, and make you feel unworthy. But his time is up, because you are stepping into the power of God. This is not just another day. This is not just another message. This is your divine moment. God's power is flowing through you right now. You feel it. You know it. Something inside of you is stirring, confirming that this is the truth. So now, it is time to act. No more waiting. No more doubting. No more looking back. Step forward now. Declare it. Speak it. Embrace it. Because this is the moment that everything shifts. This is the moment that your destiny is unlocked. This is the moment that God's power takes over your life. You are ready. Now, walk in it. The moment you have been waiting for, the confirmation you have been seeking, it is here. God has spoken. And now, all of heaven is watching to see how you will respond. This is not the end. This is the beginning. From this moment forward, you will not be the same. The power of God is upon you. It is within you. It is leading you, guiding you, strengthening you. What once seemed impossible will now come with ease. What once felt like a battle will now feel like a victory already won. The very struggles that tried to break you will become the testimonies that set others free. Because you are not just walking in your own strength anymore. You are walking in divine power. This is not just for a season. This is permanent. The strength that God is giving you today is the strength that will carry you for the rest of your life. You will rise higher. You will walk in purpose. You will see miracles unfold before your very eyes. And the enemy, he is terrified, because he knows that nothing he does can stop what God has set in motion. He knows that you are no longer bound by fear, by doubt, by hesitation. He knows that you have been awakened, and now you are unstoppable. So go forward in faith. Walk with boldness. Stand in confidence, knowing that the power inside of you is greater than anything that comes against you. Because you are chosen. You are set apart. You are anointed for such a time as this. And what God has started in you today will not be stopped. If this message has spoken to you, let it be known. Declare it in the comments. Type, "I receive this power," as a sign of your faith. Let the world know that you are stepping into the strength that God has given you. And if you feel this shift inside of you, don't keep it to yourself. Share this message. Let others know that their time is now, that their breakthrough is here, that God's power is moving. Because the more we declare it, the more we step into it. And this is only the beginning.